Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to the franchise hour.
These various
book to help me start the business.
And then I did specialize in
the last years, more than 5 years right now, we have figured out the systems and the processes to ensure that the franchising program will be a success.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the franchise hour. Today is March 3, 2022, and this is another episode of the season 6 of our weekly program, the Franchise Hour. I'm Rudolf Kotik of RK Franchise Consultancy, and today we have a very interesting company and a very interesting guest to talk about the coffee franchise. And we have for that purpose Mr. Pablo Hicban Jr. here with us, who is the EVP of Franchise Sales and Partner Relationship of Bose Coffee. Good afternoon, Pablo. Welcome
Good
to the
afternoon,
Franchise
Rudolph.
Hour. It's a pleasure having
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us here.
it's a pleasure having you here. I'm fan of Bose Coffee actually. Every time I'm in Cebu, I'm in Park Mall. That's where I hang out. When I'm in Dumaguete, in Robinsons, this is where you can find me in Bose Coffee. All right. I
Yeah,
remember. Go ahead.
actually, our tagline is "You can find me at Bose." So, whether you have a meeting or to meet someone a long time, you can find me. We can find you at Bose. You're a perfect
That's true.
example of that.
That's very true. Yes, correct. Let us go back. Of course, I know Bose for the longest time, but when did Mr. Steve Benitez started Bose? When was that?
It was way back 1996. June
1996.
1996 in a mall in Cebu.
Yeah, it was SM City Cebu. I remember that one. It's still there actually until now in front of National Bookstore. That was the
Yeah,
first
the
one.
one in SM is still there.
It's still there.
In Ayala also, where first we opened, still have around 6 stores in Ayala Center in Cebu.
Hmm.
So in one mall, we have 6 stores.
How many you actually you have in total, Pablo?
As of my count, it's around 117 stores, and we still have 24 stores in line to open.
From the 117, Pablo, how many are company owned and how many are franchise?
Franchise is 55, and the rest are company owned.
Do you have already any franchise outside the Philippines?
Yes, we already have 6 stores in Qatar, and we signed in UAE last year. We'll be signing Oman this year, and hopefully Egypt and KSA. We're
Okay,
into the expansion mode now.
that sounds good. So I have another place to hang out because I'm regularly in the Middle East.
Yeah, we're bringing most coffee to the other countries actually. That's
That's
one
very
of
good.
our vision.
That's very good. Okay. All right. I think, Pablo, we should not let people wait to know more about the franchise. So let's put into the stream the franchise program.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And please, Pablo, explain us your franchise.
Okay. So on behalf of Bose Coffee, we'd like to thank you, Rudolph, for inviting us here in your franchise hour. Okay. So I'm Pablo Hicban Jr. I'm here to present to you the franchise model of Bose Coffee. Next slide, please. Okay, we'll start off with the brand overview. As we have discussed earlier, Steve Benitez, our CEO and founder, started Bose Coffee in a small kiosk in one of the malls in Cebu. It's really small. It opened exactly June 28, 1996. Now we have more than 100 branches, including our first Global expansion in Qatar. We already have 6 stores. We'll be opening additional 5 stores in Qatar. And we just signed in a territorial franchise, master franchise for UAE. We'll start off with Dubai. So for this year, we'll be opening around 4 to 5 stores in Dubai. But we're targeting at least in the next 10 years, 100 stores for the whole of UAE. Oman will be signing within this first quarter of 2022. And to follow will be Egypt and KSA. So that's our global expansion. So one of our missions is to become a global Filipino coffee company. So and we're gearing towards that. Okay. So Bosch Coffee believes that the Filipino has what it takes to become competitive, not just locally, especially globally, to become a world-class Filipino brand. At Bosch Coffee, we put the spotlight on Philippine coffee and we support our local farmers. Uh, our beans are sourced locally here in the whole of Philippines, and at Post Coffee we elevate the sense of being Filipino. That's why we always say at Post Coffee we are your homegrown brew. Next slide, please. Okay. Next will be I'll be discussing with you the highlights of Post Coffee. Uh, Post Coffee is more than 25 years already, and we're a homegrown brand. Again, we put the highlight on Philippine coffee and we support local farmers. So every time you sip your coffee, you help out a local farmer, the son or the daughter, to study and to have 3 meals a day. That's how we support the local farmers. We have a high brand recall. We're a global Filipino brand with more than 100 stores. And we're digitally enabled for the new normal, meaning we have added some new concepts for the new normal. Okay. Next slide, please. So these are our concepts. We have a kiosk, and the square meter size minimum for that is 10 square meter. The investment starts at 3 million. Our terms is 7 years, 5% royalty fee, 2% marketing support fund, and the franchise fee is 500,000 for the 7-year term. For the full store, our size minimum requirement is 75 square meter. Investment starts at 7 million, 7 years term. 5% also is the royalty, including the 2% MSF fund. And the franchise fee is 100,000 for 7 years. This is for the basic core. We call it core for kiosk and full store for Bo's Coffee. The next slide will show you the latest addition to our concept. We call it Post Coffee Daily. What Post Coffee Daily is it is the first and will be the number one coffee brand for fast coffee category. Meaning, fast category meaning it will be located in business districts, high traffic area wherein you want a daily cup of your coffee. You just line up, you order, you pick up, or you even can even order for delivery and the aggregators like Grab and Food Panda and using our bot. Okay. So this will be the first uh, uh, fast uh, coffee category. Okay, the store. So it's a grab and go and digital concept and a pickup. Also, uh, there will be a few seating for some stores. Our target caters to professionals and students, office employees, and our products are affordable. So that's why it's called daily because you can have it daily, whether you want it hot, you want it ice blended, you want it iced. Okay. So this is our latest. So we'll be opening 10 stores. Two of them is under construction right now. And the franchise fee is 125,000. We don't have a percentage for the royalty fee, but what we have is a 5,000 only continuing fee. That's a fixed monthly, and the terms is 3 years. And this is only a small store. This is around between 20 to 50 square meters. So low investment, high earnings, fast ROI. So this is our latest addition to our concepts for both coffee. Next slide, please. So this is our contact numbers for the franchise relations and licensing department. You can call us up at 0917-624-0642 or landline. You can call us up at 86509-894 local 115. You can also email us at franchise@boscoffee.com. We have two offices. Our main office is in Manila. We also have a support center in Cebu that caters to the Visayas and Mindanao area. So the reason for us having that because we're nationwide. That's it. Thank you very much, Rudolf. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Pablo, for your excellent presentation. And I think I hope some of our viewers are getting interested today to get a Filipino coffee brand as the franchise. Okay. Now, before we end our day today, I have a few announcements to do as well. And for that purpose, I put in our slides. In case you want to know more about franchising, you can have a copy of my book for free, All About Franchising by Rudolf Kotik. Just message us for a free PDF copy. Aki Franchise Consultancy, my company, is doing for the last 23 years franchise development in the Philippines and in other countries. And so far, we developed more than 800 companies into franchise systems. So if you want also your company to be professionally developed, please get in touch with us. We prepare the franchise structure, manuals, marketing materials, legals, everything what you need to be a franchisor. If you're watching from outside the Philippines and you have a company you want to develop, please get in touch with us through franmundo.com. We do franchise developments in 35 countries. If you have a company for distribution, our company GoFran will help you to become a professional distributor. So we have distributorship packages with the structure, the marketing materials, the legal aspects, and a distributor manual, and of course, a territory mapping. And our clients in Archi Franchise Consultancy are, of course, member of FIFA, Filipino International Franchise Association, with all the benefits of that. And please read the Franchising PH magazine every month with a new issue on topics of franchising and franchising opportunities. Kindly, if you're interested to know more about franchising and you want to attend my seminar, in case you want to franchise your business or you want to buy a franchise, my next seminar is on April 4 at 4 p.m. on Zoom. Call my office for the login credentials. It's free. And if you want to learn more about franchising, you can also view our YouTube channel, Ake Franchise, and you find 79 or I think or 80 videos where you can get a lot of information about franchising. All right. So we are therefore at the end of the day today again. I would like to thank Pablo Hicban for the nice presentation of the franchise of Boost Coffee. And uh, thank you so much. And also my viewers, thank you again. And I see you next Thursday to our next issue of the Franchise Hour. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Rudolf. Thank you very much.